Hey, good morning. Welcome to Your Shores Prepping. I'm your host, Greg. Welcome to the many, many new subscribers. I certainly do welcome you. Thank you. Beautiful day today here in Ohio, growing zone 6A, and I give thanks to the Lord for allowing me to see it once again. I was reading an article by Kurt Schlechter out of Town Hall, and he was pointing out it's not if, but when we get hit by terrorists here in the United States. It's not if, but when we get hit, and are you prepared for that? He pointed out that Israel was hit unexpectedly, mass casualties. Moscow was just now hit, mass casualties. We are now looking at the ship, whether it was deliberate or power failure, engine failure, whatever, taking out a major economic artery here in Baltimore. And I'm not one to say it was cyber attack causing the power like other reporters are doing. We don't know. There was loss of life, but the economic damage is billions. The next attack, whether it be from Islamic terrorists who want to kill the great Satan, and we already caught one of them at the border admitting that he was here to build a bomb and set it off in New York, or it could be the division of Chinese nationals here in the United States that have come across the border that are all single military-age men with pretty much the same equipment, backpacks, tattoos, haircuts, and clothing, or Hezbollah, who has been operating in Mexico and South America, training saboteurs, or any one of the cartels that are smuggling drugs and human trafficking. Any one of those groups could put us in the dark for a very, very long time by hitting our power grid. They are now saying that they are actively trying to sabotage our drinking water, our reservoirs, by poisoning them, causing a mass casualty event. You see and hear all these warnings. Mass casualty event. People are looking to attack us from within as well as outside. The Houthi rebels are still firing missiles at American warships. Iran is still building a nuclear bomb. Any one of these things could happen, or all of them could happen at various times across the United States. Kurt also pointed out and asked the question, are you ready for that event? Now, he didn't go into prepping details or anything else, but he did ask, are you ready mentally and emotionally for a mass casualty event? And you think about what 9/11 did and the reactions many of us had by sitting there at the TV virtually 24/7 watching the towers collapse, looking for recovery, looking at people jumping out the buildings, asking how did this happen, why did this happen, what about the incompetence of the people in charge? And that's what this is all about. The incompetence that is taking place in the federal government right now, the saboteurs from within that are elected officials deliberately allowing illegal aliens crossing the border because they want to retain power. Both Democrat and Rhino Republicans, and the Republican Party is self-destructing. You are seeing rhinos deliberately leaving early to shift power to the unscrupulous Democrats that are in Congress and Senate now that want to ruin America permanently. One-party rule. That could come about through sabotage. My advice to you, and if you looked at my prior videos, a bucket of long-term food, MREs, one bag of rice, and thinking you're going to get past an event, you are very, very wrong. If we get put in a blackout situation, and I strongly recommend you look at American Blackout, it's still on Vimeo, Look that up and see exactly what happens in a blackout situation. There will be 1 million people dead within 1 month because they are in the hospital, meds, time of weather, from exposure, whatever it happens, whether it's man-made or natural causes. We are extremely vulnerable, and are you ready for it? That's my message to you today, asking you, are you ready for it? It's not if, but when. And now that we are heading into springtime, the weather, the temperature is warming up. People are going to be more active. When we are now entering into the political season, where you are going to see rallies being held, I am absolutely positive that not only Antifa, but the pretenders of Hamas supporters with the shmarks covering their faces, the cowards that they are, trying to emulate Hamas fighters, the cowards these people are here, leads me to believe that there will be attacks on people who are supporting a different idea and a different view. As I have said, as many others have said and told you before, have alternative plans. If you are out and about, avoid large concerts, whatever it is, rallies, whatever it is, fairs, sidewalk shows, whatever. Have your head on a swivel. Be prepared. Have a get-home bag in each vehicle. Make sure it's updated to the weather and the amount of people that are in the car with you. Know the distance you have to travel with that get-home bag, and can you carry it? Have food stored up. Look at my prior videos. I haven't stopped. Even though I'm moving, I have not stopped adding on. I am still bringing home medical supplies that I find at various places. I am still bringing home food, long-term food. I don't plan on starving, and I don't want friends of ours to starve either. Be prepared to defend yourself. Be prepared mentally for a mass casualty event. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Get yourself right with God. Take this time while we're in relative calm and peace to get yourself right with God. Reevaluate yourself. Get yourself right with God. Ask repentance of your sin. Get baptized, submerged in water, born again, and get right with God while we still can. The feds are not our friends. We have a lot of enemies from within and without. Greg out.